Batting eighth and playing left field, number 10, Brandon Ortiz. And batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 21, Joey Figueroa.
HSPN Live is on the air. Welcome everybody to Flanagan High School in Broward County for our Broward Game of the Week.
The assistant coaches for the Lightning, Angel Jaime, Ozzie Duran, Al Schwack, and the head coach is Bo Diaz.
We will let the PA announcer do his job and announce the lineups, and we will get back to our broadcast momentarily.
And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Flanagan Falcons. Leading off and playing shortstop is number 8, Tyler Epstein. Batting second and playing left field, number 16, Mike LaGuardia. Batting third and playing right field is number 7, Ray Rivera. Batting fourth, the man behind the plate is number 13, Miguel Usechi. Batting fifth and playing center field is number 3, Steven Schaefer. Batting sixth and playing second base is number 1, Alex Ducassi. Batting seventh and playing third base is number 2, David Joseph. Batting eighth and playing first base is number 12, Max Baldacci. And batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 11, Damani Scarborough. On the mound for the Falcons this evening is number 5, Derek Cabrera. And here are the rest of your Flanagan Falcons.
The assistant coaches for the Falcons, David Mongi, Michael Mawini, Joe Chaco, Daniel Oliveri, and the head coach for the Falcons is Noel Figueroa. The umpires for this evening's game, behind the plate, Finney Harstad, and on the bases, Lucius Moore. Tonight's a very special night here at Falcons Field, where jersey number 12 will be retired in honor of former Falcons great Mike Napoli. Mike attended Flanagan from the first year of its inception in '96 and graduated in the year 2000, where he was voted to the first team All-State in back-to-back years as a catcher. His successful years as a Falcon led to the Anaheim Angels drafting him in the 17th round in the 2000 draft class. Mike made his Major League debut in 2006, where he hit a home run in his very first Major League at-bat off Justin Verlander. He went on to play 12 years in the big leagues for the Angels, Rangers, Red Sox, and the Indians. A Major League All-Star and World Series champion with the Boston Red Sox, Mike slugged 267 home runs, collected over 1,100 hits, and 750 runs batted in during his playing career. Throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitch is former Falcons great. Please give it up for Mike Napoli!
Mike Napoli being honored here with the first pitch, and he fires a strike. Mike Napoli. Great day here at Flanagan High School.
Remain standing in silence and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
And what a great night here at Flanagan High School. Temperature dipping now into the mid 70s and even the lower 70s. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jay Hayback, along with my broadcast partner, Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Hey, happy to be here, Jay. Had a good game last night. Tonight's could live up to that hype, I hope. Got quite a matchup. We got Mike Napoli in front of us. A favorite on my fantasy teams over the years. I appreciate everything he did for baseball. And
yeah, if you don't recognize the name Mike Napoli, you don't know baseball at all. Mike Napoli, a huge mainstay here at Flanagan High School and something to be very proud of.
Big round of applause for Mike Napoli and his family for coming out this evening.
The temperature right now in the lower 70s, and Justin, tonight I'm told it's going to go into the mid 50s.
yeah, I don't think we'll still be at the field at that point, but yeah, it's going to be nice and cool tonight.
Well, I didn't bring a jacket, so I know I'm in huge trouble here tonight.
We adapt and conquer. That's what we do. So,
also here with us tonight is HSBN President Anthony Utariello. Anthony, welcome.
Hey guys, ready for a good game tonight.
High School here tonight for the Cypress Bay Lightning. It's going to be Jesus Pacheco leading off and playing shortstop. Zach Sarieldin playing right field and batting second.
Mike LaGuardia in left field, Steven Schisler in center field, and Ray Rivera in right field. Playing third base is David Joseph, shortstop Tyler Epstein, second base Alec Ducasse,
and we'll let the PA give his first.
Starting battery this evening is Miguel Useche behind the plate, and on the mound is number 5, Derek Cabrera.
So we will give you the Cypress Bay batting lineup first. It's Jesus Pacheco leading off and playing shortstop. Zach Sarieldin playing right field and hitting second. Cesar Franco batting third, playing center field. Batting fourth, Juan Correa playing first base. Nico Bosa, the third baseman, will hit fifth. Batting sixth, Joaquin Monique, the catcher. Charles Gonzalez, the second baseman, hitting seventh. Brandon Ortiz hitting eighth in left field. And Joey Figueroa, the designated hitter, will hit ninth. It'll be Tyler Najeme. This season, Najeme, 5 innings pitched, 1-0 record, 4.20 ERA, 5 Ks versus 5 walks. On the mound for Flanagan is Derek Cabrera, 5 1/3 inning picks this season, 0-0 record, 3.94 ERA, 9 Ks against 2 walks. And we are underway. The first pitch thrown is fouled away.
this is Jesus Pacheco, the shortstop, batting .333 on the season so far for the Lightning. Trying to get something started right from the get-go.
That one in the dirt. Vinny Hartstead behind the plate, a longtime friend of ours, Justin, and a longtime friend of AUBL Miami is Vinny. We love Vinny. He's one of our favorites, just like we love Doug Geffner. Way up high, and you see good velocity there as Derek Cabrera bringing the heat tonight.
Let's go, DC.
Hopefully someone will have a radar gun so that we can find out how hard he's throwing. And again, another one goes up high. You can hear the bench for Cypress Bay going absolutely crazy as this game starts. You can tell this game, Justin, means a lot to both teams here tonight.
It certainly does, Jay. Unless I'm mistaken, they're both 2-1 on the season so
and
far.
And a leadoff walk.
Already on base. Okay. So Pacheco takes first. That's going to bring up Zach Sarieldin.
Right field number 22, Zach Sarieldin.
Zach's batting .500 on the season, the right fielder for the Lightning. Now with one on, nobody out.
going to bunt, playing some small ball, and Vinny Hartstead says that is a strike. Throw to first, back in time. The lights are on here at Flanagan High School. It is a beautiful, beautiful evening here. And that one, another high pitch. You know, Justin, early on, we're seeing Derek Cabrera missing high in the strike zone, and we'll see if that pattern continues. Usually if you miss high against a team that can hit the long ball, that doesn't bode well. Huge lead at first base over there. And another high pitch, and that one popped up out of play. Jesus Pacheco at first base looks like he wants to take second base.
Someone's going.
Outside and high. So the count
Come on, Derek.
now 1-2.
Hey, Derek, come here.
Runner goes, popped up, out of play. Outside and high. Justin, other than one pitch in the dirt, every pitch has been above the waist so far, which when you have good velocity can be a good thing sometimes, but it'll get you in trouble.
Let's see what he's got here.
Big swing and a miss. He struck him out.
It's going to bring up Cesar Franco. Franco has the lone home run for the Lightning this season.
Center fielder, number 20, Cesar Franco.
He's like, yeah, man, that sounds great.
Franco a lefty. We'll see if that gives Cabrera any difficulties. Leaves that one outside.
Runner back in time. The wind picking up here at Flanagan. And the sun has now fully set. It is nighttime here. Big swing and a miss. Excellent halogen lights here at Flanagan High School. Very easy on the eyes for the players, for the fans, and for us. We are perched right behind home plate. We are about as close to the action, Justin, as I think you can possibly get here.
Pretty close, Jay. Gotta hope there's not too many crazy foul balls coming right back at us tonight.
Well, our iPad is sitting precariously in play tonight. Another fastball high and away. A lot of pitches being thrown so far.
We're gonna have a quick meeting at the mound as the count is now 3-1 to Franco. They do seem somewhat concerned with Pacheco on first, as if he might take off. Oh, it's fouled back.
The temperature starting to dip, Justin, even since the time the first pitch was thrown.
Oh, that's great. Temperature's beautiful right now. Checking Pacheco again at first there.
Big pitch here. Runner goes, and it's fouled away. These Cypress hitters have fouled off a great deal of pitches so far.
I don't think they have any intention of going quietly here.
Well, you know,
Take
when
their
you're
hacks.
throwing, when you're pitching, and the ball's going that high, it's really hard to put it in play. And another one, and he's walked 2 of the first 3 batters.
Now batting first baseman, number 16, Juan Correa.
So with 1 out,
Calmao, calmao, sin desesperación, calmao ahí. Vale.
it'll be Juan Correa, the cleanup hitter. Big swing at that fastball.
Buena esa, Bandi, ahí está.
Cabrera is able to get that pitch down below the waist. A little bit of run to that one too, Justin. Looked like a 2-seam fastball. Ooh, nubbed straight back.
Handcuffed him with that pitch.
Correa stands at about 6'2", 6'3", about 210 pounds. Correa so far this season.
Attaboy,
Ooh,
D!
big swing and a miss. He struck him out. I was going to say Correa is not yet connected this season.
Now batting third baseman, number 3, Nico Boza.
So 2 walks and 2 strikeouts, Justin,
For Cabrera, absolutely, to start the game.
which is really what he is. I mean, you know, obviously this season, you know, 9 Ks against 2 walks, but he is absolutely a strikeout pitcher.
That one's in there for a strike.
Nice spot.
This is Nick Bosa, the third baseman, batting .667, Jack. So this guy makes some contact. Oh, another one handcuffing. Bosa did get the bat on it. A lot of support from the dugout for Nico Bosa here from the Lightning. That one's
Way
left
up
up
high.
high.
Pounded on the ground, first ball in play, and it'll be an easy one. Steps on the bag, and that will do it. David Joseph made the play.
Your source for all Broward baseball information every day throughout the year.
So, folks, as I was saying before, Anthony Utariello, the president of HSBN, is here tonight as it is Game of the Week. Anthony, give us a little background on this rivalry here and tell us what's going on in the world of high school baseball.
Ironically, the rivalry has been mostly one-sided for the last 8 or 9 years. Cypress Bay's won a couple games during the year, but Flanagan has won 8 of the last 9 district championships in this district. So they've kind of been the big man on campus for the last decade or so. The last 2 years, Bo Diaz has taken over at Cypress Bay, and they've certainly made improvements, and they seem to have narrowed the gap between the two teams over the last year and a half.
Well, hopefully we see another competitive one here tonight. We certainly did last night with our Riviera Doctors game. This is Tyler Najami on the mound.
Yeah, Justin, Tyler Najami this season in 5 innings pitched has a 4.20 ERA. He's 1-0, 5 Ks against 5 walks, which usually is not what you're looking for. You're not looking for a 1-to-1 ratio, but he's a big kid, and we're expecting him to throw a good game tonight. And we spoke with head coach Noel Figueroa. They call him Figs. We spoke with Noel Figueroa before the game today, and Figueroa was telling us that he's expecting a good game to be pitched by Najami today.
Well, we're about to find out as Tyler Epstein, the shortstop for the Flanagan Falcons, steps to the plate.
Now batting shortstop number 8, Tyler Epstein.
That one is reached the outside corner for a strike. Good first pitch for Najami.
Let's go, T.
Go, team! Good night, team!
That one just misses.
Christopher Firmino also here tonight.
I love the traffic in South Florida, boys and girls. Hey, go Dave, let's go, Dave, have fun.
I'm going to try and move.
Let's go, T.
That one's
Foul
foul
away.
Get
back.
out here, team!
I'll be right back.
Let's go, kid, battle.
Hit hard and home, and that is going to be a base hit into right field. The first hit of the game.
Nice contact for Epstein to lead it off. It's going to bring up the left fielder Mike LaGuardia, batting .500 on the season.
Now batting left fielder number 16, Mike LaGuardia.
LaGuardia hitting .500 on the young season so far. Curveball, nice snap to that curveball and in for a strike. And Justin, one thing you'll see tonight from Vinny Hartstead is something we did not get last night in our Miami-Dade game of the week, is a quick strike call out of Vinny Hartstead. Ed Ortiz seemed to just tease us.
Yeah.
Foul tipped into the glove.
Something like a 3-second delay between the ball.
It might have
making
been more.
contact and
It might have been more. There were a few where I had said in for a strike, and then we waited, and he would give the sign it's a ball. I mean, it was very difficult, but Vinny Hartstead, you know what you're getting with Vinny. He is one of the top umpires around in South Florida, and we know it firsthand because we have Vinny in our semi-pro league. And a great guy, too. Another curveball. He swung through it. He struck him out. We have an interesting setup, Justin, here at Flanagan High School, an unusual one for us.
it is.
And you know, each setup we have is different because we're out in the elements. You know, this is not a situation where we're in a press box like your typical baseball announcers for major leagues. Runner goes. Here's the throw to second base, and he's going to be safe at second. Ball gets away, but Epstein does not advance.
So Epstein on second now. This is Ray Rivera, the right fielder.
Ray Rivera hitting .444 on the season in 9 at-bats.
Go, Ray.
No, Chris. It's Anthony. And that one hit hard right at the shortstop. He's got to play at third base, and he's going to be out at third. Epstein was on the move on the ball to shortstop. Not sure, Justin, if he didn't read that correctly.
Now batting your catcher, number 13, Miguel Useche.
Miguel Useche, now the batter.
Come on, Miggy.
Useche hitting .400 this season.
Oh,
And there's a cut fastball. That one came in, it looked like in the mid 80s, but had some nice break on it. Either a hard slider or a cut fastball. Runner at first with 2 outs, and that one sliced foul.
Come on, Miguel.
Oh, they got him. Snap throw to first, and it was a good one. And they have tagged him out. That will do it. 2 runners erased on the bases, Chris.
Bad base running, a good infield defense, Jay. A great snap throw to first to get him in the rundown.
So Flanagan goes down 1-2-3, but extremely unconventionally. And no runs across here in the first inning for either team. We go to the top of the second inning here at Flanagan High School with no score.
We'll score through 1. Although we have had some balls hit, so we'll see if the offense can overpower the pitching tonight.
And folks, we want to remind everybody watching that you can interact with us. Just type your message into the message bar on YouTube, and we may read your message on the air. And for the first 2 games we've done for HSBN Live. We've had a very lively text line, Justin. It's been an extremely interactive broadcast from us.
Okay, so here we go. Lightning back at the plate. This is going to be Joaquin Monkey, I would guess. Either way, the catcher, he's batting .333 on the season. And he just fouled that one back.
Come on, Derek.
We are in the the top of the 2nd inning. Someone asking if Alex Ducassi has batted yet. No, he has not. Alex Ducassi will be hitting 3rd in the next inning. Foul tipped into the glove. Count 0-2. In the dirt. Temperature dropping still, and the wind making it even cooler out here. Popped out, coming right at us, and right behind us. Be careful not to hit this.
I'll do my best.
No, I'm not best. I can't.
I will do my above best. Keep it just like my feet back here.
Hit up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. Makes the play, does the shortstop. It was a beautiful play up the middle by Tyler Epstein, but absolutely no play to make. It'll go as an infield hit.
This is number 13, Carlos Gonzalez, the 2nd baseman.
Now batting, 2nd baseman, number 13, Carlos Gonzalez.
Oh, shows bunt.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually wanted a bunt. I think that was more of a show me bunt, Justin. That fastball was tailing outside.
Come on, Derek.
Do you have an iPhone? And that one he did get down, and it's a beauty. Oh, look at that.
Safe
what a punt. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well played by Carlos Gonzalez there.
Yeah.
As they now have 2 on and no
Now
out.
batting, left fielder, number
Beautiful
10,
start to the
Brandon
inning for the Lightning.
This is Brandon Ortiz, the left fielder.
So an infield hit followed by another infield hit in the form of a bunt and another bunt, and this is a good one. They're going to try for 3rd. No, they're not. Spins around and throws to 1st, and he got him. Nice looking play there from Max Baldacon.
Go, Derek. Do your job.
Yeah, Falcons coach wondering why they didn't throw to 3rd, Jay.
21, Joey Figueroa.
Well, I don't think they would have got him.
No, I mean, he's pointing to him like he would have had a play, but the only play was the 1st base.
Here's the DH, Joey Figueroa, batting .500 on the season so
Both
far.
bunts were tremendous.
As they were.
Lightning in good shape here in the top of the 2nd.
And that one's a flare. This is going to get down for a hit. He dives for it. He can't get it. It's going to get by. 1 run will score. Here he comes around 3rd on his way. Here's the play at the plate. There's no play. Play at 3rd. There is no play.
Over the state.
runs into an out at third as he went off of the bag.
Third, really?
Got it? Yes, sir.
As the field umpire made the motion that he was off the bag, meaning the runner. Usually that would be, Justin, if the fielder was off the bag, but in this case it was the runner that was off the bag. So they'll trade an out for 2 runs, does Cypress Bay.
A very productive out, Jay.
Got it. So Gonzalez did come around and score. So Figueroa popped at third. Back to the top of the order then with Jesus Pacheco.
Great start for the Lightning.
Yeah, it really shows if you play disciplined baseball and you can bunt correctly what can happen. Those 2 runs are a direct result of the bunt. And that one hit hard going back, the wind blowing it back in, and he makes the catch. That will do it. But Cypress Bay puts up a 2 spot here in the top of the second inning.
Falcons Cafe, ice cold refreshments, burgers and hot dogs.
And Cypress Bay now leading Flanagan 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning. You are watching HSBN Live. Even though 2 runs were scored, Chris and Justin, only 10 pitches thrown in that inning. We have a huge crowd at the game as Reed Meyerson's asking what the crowd looks like here.
Oh, we got people on both sides behind us. Yeah, we got a good crowd.
Capacity crowd on hand. It's going to be an old-fashioned barn burner tonight. Lightning.
I mean, it is absolutely packed here tonight. We are right in the middle of the action.
I parked on the other side of the campus.
You're not alone.
There was so much traffic.
You're not alone.
It's like Game 7.
And that one hit the right side, and that's going to be a base hit. Here's the play at first base, and he's going to be out at first. It'll go 9-3.
So Usechi, it looked like was going to get to first base there, and no.
Right fielder Zach Sarielden
nice
had
throw.
other plans for that play, boys and girls.
Well,
Nice
you know,
throw.
the last time I saw that, guys, I'm a little embarrassed to say I was the one who hit the ball.
Did you not hustle out of the box, Jay?
Hey, I can't run like these kids.
Steven Schisler.
So here's Steven Schisler. We're familiar with him from our game last season here. Take strike 1.
His dad, Ed, of course, the head of the boosters here. I spoke with Ed earlier today. One of the great guys around this program.
The one out, nobody on, Steven Schisler.
Ball stays low in the dirt.
Yeah, the text line is absolutely killing Usechi for not running it out, and I've got to defend Usechi a little bit here because Usechi tripped coming out of the batter's box. So it wasn't a question of hustle. It was an unfortunate trip coming out of the box.
That one off the catcher's mask.
And I got to tell you, also, guys, there were 2 parts to that play because Zach Zarielden, the right fielder, was very alert. Most right fielders may take a knee and just grab the ball and throw it to second base as a routine play, but Zarielden was on top of it and really alert. and found a way to get it to first base and fired a strike.
He charged the ball as soon as it hit the ground, and he just hustled and brought it in. You know, unfortunate for Usechi tripping out of the box. You know, what you think is a normal base hit, you just kind of jog it over to first, and not today.
Right now, guys, we have 81 viewers watching, which is a good number.
Enjoy the game, everybody.
Big game here tonight. Fastball up high. Good velocity on that fastball.
2-2 the count. Can't tell, is that 3-2? Full count.
3-2.
That was a quick pitch.
Popped up, out of play. The wind will drag that towards the stands. Great environment here at Flanagan High School. And I'm sure, folks, you can hear us. We're trying to talk as loud as we can, but it's quite a loud environment here, and we love it.
A lot of people here tonight.
Again off the catcher's mask. Wow.
Well, Justin,
Twice.
the catcher's gear, for those of you out there who follow baseball, are known as the tools of ignorance. And now we're starting to see some of that come in, as every time a ball gets hit off of your mask, you know it hurts. I mean, even though you're wearing that equipment.
You're still feeling that every time.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat, and that one fouled away. We're going to have a 10th pitch to the at-bat. A great at-bat here from Schisler.
Well, the Jamie not giving an inch, and neither is Schisler. So the count is still full.
And that one popped up, and that one will be out of play. Schisler may use up all of Najami's pitches for the entire week.
Yeah, this is a long at bat. This is a battle here, as the Falcons looking to get something going, being down 2-0.
I think Najami would just rather him get a hit than all of this.
Oh, you're welcome. After all that,
I think we'd rather just giving up a double in the 3rd pitch than throw 13 pitches and give up a walk.
That was a long at bat. So 1 out and runner on first. So Alex Dukas, the second baseman.
Alex Ducassi batting .500 on the season for the Falcons.
Now batting second baseman, number 1, Alec Ducasse.
Good to me.
Big swing.
Being healthy cut. Jay, if you coach Figueroa, what are you saying to your batters right now?
Well, you know what I want is,
Oh, checks him at first.
I want to make sure our base runners aren't thrown out. I mean, that has to be priority 1 right now.
Yeah.
You had an inning where you had 2 base runners thrown out in 1 inning.
And that was sharp defense by the Lightning, heads-up plays in the infield.
And, we noticed, I don't know if it got onto the camera screen, but Flanagan actually had a team meeting after the inning.
Yeah.
So that's very rare in 1 inning to have a team meeting like that. So there was a lot being said by Coach Fig. Snap throw to first base, and he's just in there in time.
Yeah, keeping an eye on Schisler at first. They don't want to let this inning get out of.
Schisler has some speed, and I guarantee you he's got a green light over there. I don't even know if they have to give him a sign. I think Schisler is on his own. He's got a huge lead, 6.5, 7-foot lead over at first base.
They're going to test that Lightning infield.
Popped up. There's going to be a play here. First baseman settles under it, and he makes the catch. Juan Correa makes the catch, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. And not only were there 2 runners thrown out on the bases last inning, there was a base hit erased in this inning. as a base hit to right field was thrown out at first base.
Now batting
Yes, it
third
was.
baseman, number 2, David Joseph.
Rough start for the Falcons.
So David Joseph with the only home run for the Falcons so far this season. Someone had asked about him online earlier.
Right-hand hitter with power, Jay. And Justin.
Well, 1 on 2 out. He'd love to get something going here and get on
Definitely.
base himself.
Definitely looking to extend the inning.
We are in the bottom of the second inning. Flanagan trail Cypress 2-0.
Got another cover pitch out.
You know, sometimes you can call for location on a high fastball, and it is, for all intents and purposes, a pitch out. Even though it's not an actual pitch out, it's a pitch the batter may actually swing at. That's really the only difference. On a pitch out, the batter, there's no chance of swinging. Curveball, beautiful curveball,
Best pitch
right
we've
down
seen
Broadway.
tonight.
David Joseph says, that's my DJ.
Ball outside. Count 3-1 to David Joseph.
Now, I wonder if that David Joseph is the actual David Joseph's account and someone using it.
Could be.
So maybe his mom is using his account.
Could be.
Curveball, swing and miss. That was a really nasty curveball there, guys.
Full count.
Vinny Hartstead says 3-2 with 2 outs. So, guys, of course that means, Chris.
Schisler's running.
Up and away, and it
missed
is
it.
ball
Wow.
4.
2 walks in the inning so far. Runners first and second, 2 outs. Here's Max Baldacchini, the first baseman, number 12. The best music they could have picked for the
No, they each
2
get their
walks
own
in the
choice.
inning so far.
They each get their own choice of song.
Now batting first baseman, number 12, Max Baldacchini.
But no, there'll be no medal here tonight, sir.
Yeah, so guys, it's David Joseph's mom that's using his account. So we'll say hi to Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Glad you're watching tonight.
Joseph now on first, Schisler on second.
A very good at bat for Dave, Ma. Very patient.
2 outs. Baldacchini batting 333
First and second
on the
with
season.
2 outs.
That one tipped down.
You know, one thing, guys, I'm noticing from Najami, the pitcher, is because he's a little taller and he has that motion of throwing completely overhand, he gets that downward motion on his ball, and it's very hard for the hitters to pick that up. Any ball that's below the waist is traveling downward, even though it might be rising, it's still traveling on a downward plane. It's a very, very hard pitch to pick up. That one hit to short. This should do it.
Nope.
It bounces off his leg. Here's the play at first base, and ball gets away. So the bases will be loaded. Boy, you know, I'll tell you guys, that was almost a very interesting play because Carlos Gonzalez, the second baseman, picked that ball out of the air after it hit Jesus Pacheco's leg.
Yeah, after it was squid, the second baseman came up with it. But unable to stop any
It'll
of
go
the
as an
basemen.
error on the shortstop, Pacheco.
There's Damani Scarborough, the
Now
DH.
batting DH, number 11, Damani Scarborough.
Well, he's in the catbird seat because he has bases loaded and a chance possibly to tie this game with a base hit. Fastball up high. You know, I'll tell you, he would be well served right now to take a pitch or two, guys. There have been 2 walks in this inning.
Yep. What's the chance for the Falcons to get back into this game, Jay?
Oh, foul that one straight back.
Count 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Tense situation here in the bottom of the second inning. Cypress Bay leading 2-0. Flanagan with 2 outs has bases loaded and their designated hitter at the plate. Big swing at what would have been ball 2. Big difference, Chris, between 2 and 1 and 1 and 2.
Right.
Swinging at that
Absolutely.
pitch could change the whole scope of the at-bat.
Oh, absolutely, Jay.
Another fastball right on the outside corner. He struck him out, and that will do it. Flanagan leaves the bases loaded.
Not what they wanted there, Jay. Not
No
what Coach
runs.
Figueroa ordered.
And guys, I got to tell you, Cypress Bay crowd has traveled well today. They are loud and they are strong here tonight. There are a lot of them.
They're here in force, Jay.
28 pitches in that inning, but no runs.
That's the big number in that. 0 runs.
Pretty heavy pitch count so far for Najami. 40 pitches through 2 innings. That's not going to get you very far into the game. That'll usually only get you about 3 or 4 innings worth.
It's not very economical, Jay, especially when you're trailing 2-0.
Well, we'll see what kind of bullpen Cypress Bay wants to employ here tonight.
We go to the top of the third. Number 20, Zach Sarielden, a right fielder. I got number 22, Zach Sarielden. Zach struck out back in the first inning.
Now batting right fielder, number 22, Zach Sarielden.
Now Lightning bench making noise, Jay.
And that one hit in the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. Cypress Bay once again gets the leadoff batter on. That is 3 innings, 3 leadoff batters on, guys.
It was a very hard hit ball. Sarah Yeldon right there.
Sarielden, of course, made that very nice play in right field,
Yeah.
Now
That
batting
inning
center
started
fielder,
off great.
which got Useche at first base.
Cesar Franco, the batter center fielder, walked back in the first inning.
Nice spot.
Beautiful pitch. Count 0-1. Lightning looking to pad the lead. Stands at 2 runs right now.
We want to thank Matt Bird for giving us the pitch count, who's watching closely online. Matt, of course, works for
Big swing
HSBN
miss.
Live. Couldn't make the game tonight, and we appreciate Matt still doing his yeoman's work from home.
Count quickly 0-2.
And that one hits a right field going back. The wind's going to get a hold of it, and it will hold it up. And he makes the catch. Turned into a routine play. Guys, I got to tell you, if that wind is behind that ball, not so routine.
That could be trouble. So 1 out. Here's Juan Correa. Won the first baseman, struck out back in the first inning.
Now batting first baseman, number 16, Juan Correa.
Déjale la cara ahí.
I agree with him.
Oh, watch that first one drop in for a strike.
Count 0-1. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the third. Lightning on top. 2-0.
Cypress dugout very, very loud right now.
They're fired up, Jay. They got an early lead. They're looking to pad that lead, and they're playing well out in the field.
Tell you, Juan Correa must stand at least 6'2", guys. I had said 6'2" before. He might be taller than that.
They're keeping an eye on Sarielden at first.
I guarantee you my neck would hurt if I was standing next to him.
Well, like you said earlier about the tall pitcher, Jay, I remember when watching Randy Johnson pitch years ago.
Wow. Big
His
Foul
height
tip.
alone made him very intimidating on the mound.
Well, by
He's
the
already,
time,
6 inches up in the air from the mound.
well, Johnson at 6'10", by the time he strides towards the batter, the mound is 60 feet, 6 inches away. With Randy Johnson, by the time he stepped towards you, it was like 45 feet.
Yeah.
It was like a little league pitching mound.
You have a half a split second to decide whether you want to swing at it or not.
Right.
That's what made him such an effective pitcher over the course of his career.
Whoa, that one, a little bit of chin music.
buzzed up and high and tight. Count 1 and 2 to Correa.
Runner goes on a high pitch. There's going to be a difficult steal, and he's going to be out at second. It was a perfect pitch for Flanagan to get the runner stealing. And now Cypress has returned the favor and given up one of their base runners. 2 outs in the inning.
2 outs and nobody on now. Changes the complexion of the inning.
That one hit in the hole. Nice play by the third baseman. Up and over to first. He got
nice
him.
Throw.
David Joseph. I'm sure his mom was watching that one. Joseph Joseph looked very, very smooth on that play.
Sure did.
Scrolling through his phone.
Well, I flagged down one of the HSBN employees here, so we're going to see, folks, if we can't get a picture up on Twitter of the crowd here tonight. Unfortunately, our cameras are not equipped to handle that, but Justin, as we said in our last broadcast, it's coming soon. We're getting new equipment. Get ready, folks, because we are about ready to have a 3-camera setup with instant replay and score overlays and everything you could possibly want from a broadcast. Big sweeping curveball. The catcher came out of his stance. I think he was crossed up there, Chris.
Here's Tyler Epstein, the shortstop, who had a base hit to lead up the game. You're right, Jay. He got crossed up there. Count 1-0.
That one popped up.
Way back.
We have some joker on the text line saying that he should be out there because he throws 95 plus. Well, I guess we'll be seeing him in the major leagues very soon, because I will tell you, the Marlins could use someone that throws 95 plus. I don't know that we have anyone that throws 85 plus right now.
It's not all the Marlins need.
So, Cash Sang, I would urge you to call the Marlins immediately, because I know your services would be needed.
That was foul back.
Do you guys think Cash Sang was talking about on Xbox, or was that in real life throws 95?
Old school. I'm thinking PlayStation 2. You know, the kids aren't doing 95. They're doing 100, 101 now.
Come on, team.
Time called. Epstein steps out of the box.
And what we've noticed tonight with the fans is the Cypress Bay fans have been even louder than the home fans. It's a rarity to see the road fans even louder. And that one popped up.
Should be a routine play. It is.
And he makes the catch.
I can make a welcome back Cotter joke. I hope Epstein's mom's watching.
Now batting for the Falcons is a left fielder, number 6.
I got a note, Mr. Cotter.
LaGuardia.
I think LaGuardia steps in, the left fielder.
These guys pick their music.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
Yes,
Stay
they
in
do.
school, kids. LaGuardia struck out back in the first.
That one popped up as well.
Left field.
And this one
shortstop's going to go
should
out
stay in the infield, and it does.
The wind's bringing it in, Jay.
So Jesus Pacheco settles under that one.
And the Lightning couldn't have asked for a better start to the bottom of the third inning, Jay, to get the first two.
Oh, this is as efficient as it gets. I mean, if you're Najeme on the mound, you know, Tyler Najeme has to be thanking his lucky stars right now, because with the way this game is going and having a 2-run lead, you don't need to strike out anybody.
And this pitch count is definitely down in this inning.
Well, 6 pitches and 2 outs in this inning. I mean, you can't ask for more efficient than that.
Very economical. Because he served it up back in the second, you know, when they threatened and they left the bases jacked. So we'll see what they can do with this. 2 outs, nobody on.
Left low and outside.
You know, I think your best bet to you know, break through against the pitching here, ground balls into the hole. And pop flies aren't really doing anything.
47 total pitches so far for Najeme.
Ray
That
Rivera
changeup
with a
is hit down the
shot.
line. That's going to be a fair ball. Going around first and on his way to second. Here he comes, and here comes the throw. And he
holds him up.
stops halfway. And let me tell you, that might have been a good move there, guys. I think he would have been thrown out.
Well hit ball by Rivera.
It'll go as a long single.
Let's see if Usechi's going to hustle on this one.
And guess who made the play? It was Zach Sarah-Yeldon once again. His second
Yeah, they don't want to
impactful
test
play
his arm.
in right
They've learned.
field.
He's making it happen out there. He means business.
He's taken a hit away, and now he's taken a base away.
Yeah, don't test that arm.
That's a double any other game that we've broadcasted, you guys.
And possibly anyone else out there in right field. It's a
Time
a
called
double.
by Usechi. Usechi's the victim of a very, very good play by the right fielder last time up. Sounds good. That feedback brought to you by the sound system here.
Quiet here right now. You can hear a pin drop,
drops in on him.
which
for a
is the
strike.
first time it has been quiet the entire game so far.
Count is 0-1 on Usechi.
Foul straight back.
Back at us.
Got our camera a little bit.
Let's hope not.
Oh, so far, so good. Just laid off of that one.
Well, we got to say congratulations to Cash Sang. The Marlins just called and offered him a tryout.
All right, man.
I guess someone was watching the broadcast. That one hits a left field. Going back, and he makes the catch on a one-hop.
Falcons scored no runs on 1 hit. No errors. One left on base.
Brandon Ortiz in left field made a very, very nice play there.
Nice catch.
Fighting Falcons 0. HSBN would like to thank managers Bo Diaz and Noel Figueroa, along with the Cypress Bay and Flanagan families, for participating in this week's Broward Game of the Week. All HSBN Game of the Weeks in South Florida are helping create the product you see each and every day on BrowardHighSchoolBaseball.com throughout the season.
So we go to the top of the 4th inning here, as this game moving right along. Cypress Bay leading Flanagan 2-0. We're gonna have to see if we can get Anthony Utariello back on the mic here, as we were hoping he could give us some commentary here tonight, but I know he's very, very busy doing Game of the Week for HSBN.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning, leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Lightning, number 3, Nico Boza, the third baseman. Nico, who was out on a pop fly to third base in the 1st inning. So if you're the Lightning, Jay, you want to pad the lead, continue the hot defense, and Pitching was very good last inning.
Well,
Three pop-outs.
Justin, this game kind of reminds me of the game we did last night, because if you remember, Riviera Prep kept getting runners off of the bases with their 2-0 lead, and it was very hard for Doctors Charter, even though they kept getting runners on base, to put them across.
Right,
and we're basically seeing the same pattern here tonight, where Flanagan having an okay time getting runners on, but not getting runners in.
Yes, very similar to last night.
Look who I wish.
We got time. Hey, need the light.
Vinny Hartstead doing a little housekeeping behind home plate, trying to make sure that the lights are off.
Lightning fans are shocked in the pitcher.
No, I guess it was affecting the pitcher, though. He was looking right at it.
There's a fastball in the outside corner, in for a strike.
You get a mirror. Boza 0 for 1 on the day.
And that one in for a strike.
Starts out 0-2 here.
Quickly 0-2 on Boza.
Boza, one of the better contact hitters for the Lightning. That one's popped out. Foul. Back to the softball field behind us.
Lightning clinging to a 2-0 lead here.
Only
at the
one
top
way
of
to
the
find
fourth.
out.
Pretty easy fix.
Yeah, it's really short. Is it just me?
Expect those
No, but I'm saying.
In there for called strike 3. Right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch.
Boza goes down.
Exactly what the Falcons were looking to start the
Is
inning.
the catcher, number 24, Joaquin Monkey.
He's the catcher. Coming up now. Yep. So Joaquin Monkey steps to the plate. He got a single and scored in the second. The first of the 2 Lightning scores tonight.
Guys, we're up to 92 viewers now as the broadcast is growing. And that one rocketed into left field. That's going to be a base hit.
And they as well are going to hold him at first.
Joaquin 2 for 2 on the evening.
Yeah, so far so good for him tonight.
And that's a beautiful stroke from Monke.
Oh, yeah. Here comes Carlos Gonzalez. Also had a single in the second and came around to score.
Cargo.
Yes, sir. Cargo.
Now for the Lightning, it's a second baseman, number 13, Carlos
Folks,
Gonzalez.
I'm being told by HSBN President Anthony Utariello that there is a post on Instagram showing the crowd here. So if you'd like to see the crowd, go to Instagram, HSBN, and you will see what the crowd looks like here tonight. And it is quite a crowd, folks. I have to tell you, we've done a lot of these games, Justin, and other than places like American Heritage, I think this is probably one of the biggest crowds we've seen.
I think that's correct.
Big swing at that outside fastball.
Gonzalez, base hit back in the second inning. On around first and 1 out. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Lightning. Seems like the Falcons have settled down quite a bit since that inning where it kind of got away from them.
Nubbed foul.
Running at first base for the catcher, Monkey, is number 5, Xavier Medina.
Xavier Medina, pitch running.
Pitch running at first there for the catcher.
It's a long time to put those pads back on, Justin.
It sure does.
That one is going to be trouble. It's going to get down for a base hit. So with 1 out now, Cypress Bay getting some action.
The 6-7 hitters are coming alive tonight for the Lightning.
By the Lightning.
Carlos Gonzalez stuck his bat out and poked it into left center field. That's the old hit 'em where they ain't.
Here's Brandon Ortiz.
Out for the Lightning is the left fielder number 10, Brandon Ortiz.
Jeffrey Solomon says on the text line that they had a good crowd today for Gibbons versus Somerset as well. So people going out to watch a lot of baseball today, and that fastball up and in.
This is some great baseball weather.
Yeah, you can't beat this weather for an outdoor game.
South Florida, you can't beat it.
And that one inside. So the count 2-0. This could be big trouble here, as now Brandon Ortiz, who had a tremendous sacrifice back in the second inning that led to 2 runs, now sits in a great position with the count 2-0. Big swing and a miss at that slider. And he swung at the high fastball. You know, got to tell you guys, I think that would have been a ball.
Getting a little anxious to put the ball in play. Runners on first and second.
Huge situation here. 2-2.
They went out in the inning, Jay. They could do some damage here.
Way up high.
He's just going to wait now.
So here's an interesting situation, guys. You've got 3-2 with 1 out. Do you start the runners?
No.
Here's the play at second base. See Flanagan thinking the same thing.
They were going to start the runners.
That's why you don't start them. Not this early.
Now you got a 2-0 lead, you know? See what you can do. Bad pitch and they load it up. Lightning have nothing to lose here.
On deck is Joey Figueroa, who had that 2 RBI single back in the second inning, which really is the only damage that's been done in this game on the scoreboard, guys. That 1 hit by Joey Figueroa has been it. Although there have been many hits in this game and many base runners, that has been the only runs, and he struck him out. Big swing and a miss there.
Oh man, did he swing at ball 4 or what?
That's how it looked.
From our angle, Jay, that looked like ball 4.
It was close enough. I don't know. I think Vinny Hartstead may have seen it close enough.
Again with
Another problem with one of the fans with a light.
There's enough lights on the field.
There's something wrong with it. It's just the phone.
No, you know what it is, Chris? It's when people use their phones, they don't know how to turn the light off when they're taking videos and pictures.
Must be an iPhone.
I'm sure it is.
Whoa!
Oh, boy!
Up and in.
You can't tell him to lean into that one.
No.
He'd have no teeth.
It'd be a mic.
Shut the light off, please.
The game stopped once again for a light. I think it's the same user.
Put your hand in front of it.
Big swing at that one. I'll tell you, Cypress Bay is not getting cheated with their hacks at the plate.
That's what I would do.
They're all taking huge swings.
All right, we're going to have an IT person fix that
Polaroids
situation.
anymore.
The wind is blowing in. Another big swing.
Healthy cut with Figueroa. Count 1 and 2, 2 outs. The big at bat here in the game, Jay, for the Falcons. You got to get this out.
Just missed.
Just missed. 2 and 2 the count. Oh man.
Again with the light, ma'am.
The same lane.
She's thrown out of the game.
Unbelievable. Vinny had to
4
do
times.
it. He had no choice.
That's 4 times. We need somebody from IT to help, please.
Is that the first time we've seen somebody's
Wow,
mom thrown out of the game?
Vinny threw her out. Unbelievable.
To the showers.
Popped up out of play.
Maybe she can get that ball.
Well, guys, it was at least 3 times that
It was
Vinny
4 times.
Vinny had to turn around and say, "Hey, your
4 issues with
your
the
lights
light.
on."
It's just a simple solution, perhaps. When you're taking the picture, can you put your left hand in front of the light and still take the picture? Or are you going to cover the lens too? I don't know. I don't own an iPhone.
I'm not sure.
Somebody
but
tweet us and let us know.
I'm pretty sure if you go where that little light is coming from, you take that pen and you jam it in there real hard, that'll put an end to it. We won't have a light issue.
Big
again.
swing and a
Oh,
miss. He
got
struck him out. Huge
swinging.
strikeout
Lightning scores
Back to
no
back.
from Derek Cabrera.
No errors.
Good way to end the inning for the Falcons.
More threats on the bases.
Cabrera
One
struck
comes
out the
around.
side. Obviously, in between, sandwiched in was 2 base hits, but Cabrera struck out the side. He has 5 Ks so far.
Should we give that lady the number to the text line?
No, now is the time when she should be messing with the phone and trying to figure it out. Right now is perfect time.
Hey, Chris. Good to meet you. How you doing, Smash?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Emilio.
So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We are halfway through this game, and Flanagan continuing to trail Cypress Bay 2-0. And it has not been without action. Sometimes I feel that way, and I'm sick. It's been 53 pitches, Justin. We were a little concerned that Najeme was going to be out of this game early, but he has been able to be more efficient.
He has settled down, that's for sure. Steven Schisler back up at the plate. He walked in the second.
Only 2 strikeouts so far, but he has been very democratic with his outs. That'll shake our camera a little bit, folks, so
A little bit.
we apologize for that.
Okay.
Some guy says good game so far.
Flanagan's bench now starting to come alive. Make some noise over there. As they are still only down 2-0.
As this game goes along, Justin, you can feel Flanagan start to press a little bit, and what they really need to do is relax and let the game come to them. And it's not like Flanagan hasn't been able to get their share of base runners. So if they let the game come to them and just don't that fastball right on the outside corner, if they can just keep the runners that they get on base and not get thrown out on the base paths, I think Flanagan's probably in pretty good shape right now. And really, all it would take,
there's
there's
to right
a
field.
flare. This is going to be a tough play. The wind's going to take that,
Wow.
and it is a nice catch in right field by guess who, Justin?
Once again.
Sarah Yeldon.
Unbelievable.
Sarah Yeldon's
Yeah.
making a bid. He's making a bid
He
for
is
player of the
indeed,
game.
and he might get it if he keeps playing like that.
Sarah Yeldon's already made 3 very nice plays, throwing a runner out at first base, which is a rarity in high school baseball, a rarity at any level.
Second baseman, number 1, Alec Ducasse.
Also held a batter to a single that would have been a double, and this is popped up. Almost made the play.
Alex Ducasse with the bunt attempt.
Ducasse popped up
First.
first in the first inning. Excuse me, in the
Second inning.
In the second inning. Juan Correa made the catch. You know, Justin, what I was saying is sometimes all it takes, that one is a popped foul. Sometimes all it takes, Justin, is to put one run across. They don't even need both runs right now. All they need, being Flanagan, to get the momentum back is just one run across and start feeling good about yourself.
Well, they got to get some runners on base here.
So small ball still in play here.
Absolutely.
Even though obviously there is already one out in the inning, but I'm saying in general that don't rule out the bunt. Flanagan going with the Bola organized cheer, the cheer of choice for many high school teams. Way up high. Count 2-2. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Flanagan trailing 2-0 to Cypress Bay. That one hits on the right side, it squirts and does not get by the first baseman. It's an easy play. Juan Correa was able to range to his left.
More or less what he did in the second. More or less exactly the same kind of thing he did in the second. So he is pounding it hard towards first base.
How about a third baseman, number 2, David Joseph.
Tyler Najeme has been wild around the strike zone. He's been wild enough that the batters can't get a beat on him, but has been accurate enough that he's not walking everybody. Vinny Hartstead says that one is a strike.
That one did not drop enough. So Joseph watches that one coming for a ball. That was left low and outside. Joseph's going to make him pitch here. Joseph is going to make the Jamie pitch him. Count 2-1. Oh, big swing and miss there. Almost the same pitch he just threw. Only this time he got him swinging.
Even count now, 2-2 with 2 outs. 2s are wild. And of course, number 2 at the plate. That one fouled straight back. Pacheco walked in the first. Flied out to center in the second. Good looking curveball, but not able to catch the corner there. So the count now full.
Big pitch here from the Jamie.
We're about to break 100 users on our broadcast here tonight. Not bad for our third ever broadcast on HSBN Live. That one pounded up the middle. This is going to be a hard play. Up and over to first, and he got him. What a beautiful play over there.
Beautiful, 1-2.
As Jesus Pacheco
HSBN would like to once again announce that tonight's
able
game is being
to make the play. David Joseph
YouTube channel,
could not leg that one out.
The game will also be available for replay once the game concludes this evening. Go to HSBN Live on YouTube to catch all the action.
And Pacheco going to lead off here.
We go
Top of the fifth.
to the top of the 5th inning here at Flanagan High School. It is a beautiful night for baseball here, folks. Temperature in the upper 60s now. The lights are on, and they are great lights here, Justin. You know, we want to make that point again to our fans at home that it is a joy to be here and for the players to play under lights like this, because we see a lot of fields that the lights are not like this, and it's hard to see the ball. It's hard for the batters, it's hard for the outfielders, but here we haven't seen one player have a problem with the lights tonight.
No.
We have seen many pop-ups, we have seen fly balls, and not one player has had a problem. All plays have been fairly routine. which is a testament to the positioning of the lights and the type of lights that they use here. And also, what a great setting for baseball. I mean, you see the crowd here, and folks, go to Twitter and check out the crowd. Go to HSBN Florida on Instagram, and you will see pictures posted by HSBN tonight of the crowd here. I know a lot of people are interested because we've been talking about the crowd here all night.
So here is the aforementioned Jesus Pacheco. Walked in the first.
Fastball just low. Popped up, out of play. You know, one thing we've seen tonight, Justin, is the energy level for Cypress Bay has been very high all night. And even though this is a home game for Flanagan, it almost feels like a home game for Cypress Bay between the crowd and the players. It seems like they're both feeding off of each other.
It's always easy to get hyped up when you got a lead on the road.
Very well said.
So Pacheco looking to add to their lead here.
And that one pounded into the ground. This should be a routine play. Up and over to first, and he got him. Very nice throw there by Tyler Epstein.
That brings up Zach Sarah-Yeldon. Been very busy in the field tonight.
Sarah Yeldon making his play for player of the game tonight with all of his defense, and now has popped this one up, gliding over and making the catch is Ray Rivera.
2 quick outs.
Now batting center fielder, number 20, Cesar Franco.
Cesar Franco in his third at bat of the game.
Only 5 pitches so far. Very efficient for Derek Cabrera. We haven't really seen the strikeout to walk ratio from Cabrera that we've seen in the past, and you know, I don't know that he necessarily needs it, but I think right now a strikeout or two could do him some good. There's a big swing and a miss. Missed with that one.
Yeah.
Franco walks to first. He draws the 2-out walk here. Top of the 5th. He's going to bring up big Juan Correa.
Number 16, Juan Correa.
Correa's 0 for 2 on the night. He struck out in the first and grounded to third in the third. Shots that one into the ground foul.
Almost a nice play made on the Flanagan bench there.
That's nice.
Gatorade.
Hold on.
Oh, he's got something.
Good thing I wasn't sitting here.
That's why it happened, because I had to grab it out of here.
I gotta watch these shorts anyway. Thanks, Jim.
Big swing and a miss.
Got him.
He struck him out on the curveball, and that will do it. just what the doctor ordered for Flanagan. And now, Justin, with time running out here, Flanagan's got to start thinking about putting some runs up.
News can be found each day on BrowardHighSchoolBaseball.com. Your source for all Broward baseball information every day throughout the year.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
What a campus, Jay. They put the restroom so far from the field, it's like there's a treasure waiting at the end.
Well, we knew that coming in, that restrooms were not quite close to the field, but other than that, this field is absolutely perfect.
Good thing it wasn't an emergency.
Did you go that way? All the way out there? Yeah.
And just like our game last night, Justin, we've settled into a pitching duel, a 2-0 game, almost identical to our Doctors Charter Riviera Prep game that we did, the Miami-Dade County game of the week last night from Marklight Stadium.
What a stadium that is.
Which incidentally resulted in Riviera Prep's first ever district win. So congratulations to Riviera Prep for their first ever District 3A8 win.
Yeah, they earned it. You know, pitcher's duel, as you said.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Max Baldacchini, the first baseman.
Reached on an error in the 2nd.
An error on the shortstop. It looked like it was going to be a close play at second for a moment there, but anyway.
Baldacchini hitting .333 coming into this game. That one hit hard, but right at shortstop, and it goes through his legs.
That's going to get in.
Pacheco pulled up on the ball as he did not stay down, and Baldacchini reaches on an error on the shortstop again.
Back to back, E6. Not the start to the 5th the Lightning were looking for.
But this is exactly what the doctor ordered for Flanagan. A mistake by Cypress Bay, and now this is what I was talking before, guys, about you don't have to rule out small ball just yet. With the lead only 2 runs, small ball still in play here.
Rivera, the pinch runner for Baldacchini, number 9.
Your designator, number 11, Damani Scarborough.
Scarborough struck out in the 2nd.
Good start for the Falcons. They're running out of outs, Jay. This will be the time to cut into this deficit.
Well, you've got Tyler Epstein on deck, who hit the ball very hard in his first at-bat. And the top of the order, obviously, you've got LaGuardia and Rivera right behind him. And this Flanagan offense is a potent offense, so we'll see what they decide to do here. A huge lead at first base for Baldacchini. Maybe has some ideas over there.
He wants to get in the scoring position with no outs, Jay.
And they are bunting.
Third baseman in on the grass.
You know, it's an interesting quandary for the first baseman, Juan Correa, because if the bunt goes to the right side, he's holding on the runner right now, and he can't really charge as well as he would like. And that one hit hard, but the wind will keep it in play and right at the center fielder. So Cesar Franco makes the catch fairly easily, as that ball was hit hard.
Top of the order, Tyler Epstein, number 8.
But an unproductive out, guys. You know, it's one thing to hit the ball hard, but if it doesn't get the runner over, you're not doing your job.
It's just a loud out.
Exactly.
Were any other baseball moms tossed from the game while I was gone, Jay?
No, just the one. Just the one.
Has she got in contact with us on the chat there?
And that one gets away! This is going to get the runner to second base, so Baldacchini was thinking about going to second base and now gets it the easy way.
So 2 errors get Baldacini to second base, and he has yet to put the ball in play. 3 errors total for this guy. Good for him. Now a runner in scoring position, 1 out. Tyler Epstein.
So for all intents and purposes, it's as if the bunt worked, and now a fake bunt. If a bunt is called here, it is only a bunt as a hit, because a bunt for an out here puts you at 2 outs with a runner at third, which doesn't do anybody any good.
Much. So Epstein 1 for 2 on the evening.
Fastball in the outside corner for a strike. That's a tough pitch to hit, guys.
Yeah,
That's great location right there. That's what the Lightning need after that error and that missed play at first base.
If Epstein doesn't get closer to the plate, he's not going to hit that pitch. Popped up, out of play.
Oh, it hit
And it hit the lights.
Heads up!
And not only did it hit the light, it might have shattered a part of the light. I saw some pieces coming out of the light.
There's some glass coming down.
And now I can see some black within the light there. So they might need to do a little housekeeping on that tomorrow.
Metallica's first 1983 release was called "Hit the Lights" off the album "Kill 'Em All."
Missed it.
Maybe they should have played that for Epstein on the way out to the mound, to the plate.
That pitch was almost identical to the pitch that we just saw called a strike.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe 3 inches out.
But not trying to use the car anymore.
Yeah. And that one hit
Chopper,
the first
that's
base.
foul though.
But will go out of play. And it looks like a good call there by my partner, Christopher Firmino. The woman who was tossed for excessive lighting has returned.
In disguise, Jay.
I think she was tossed from back
I think she's
here.
wearing
I
a
don't think she was
mustache.
tossed in general.
Is she wearing a mustache?
And one of those
No.
the Charlie Chaplin things with the mustache.
Like Bobby Valentine.
I think she's just banned from being back here where it may affect the pitcher's vision.
Unbeknownst to home plate umpire.
Vinny Hart said, hey, when he finds out, he's going to get so upset. And that is popped up to right field. The wind's going to bring it in. This is going to be a hard play. And he makes the catch. There are 2 outs now. Epstein flies out to right field. Another put out for Sarah Yeldon.
And
now batting for Flanagan, left fielder number 16, Mike LaGuardia.
Well, we have the text line with some action. Some guy says, I've seen this. Flanagan will do what they do and find a way to score. So a lot of faith still out there.
2 outs and a runner at second, Jay. A base hit and score 1 run. You cut the lead in half. I mean, they're right back in this game with a base hit.
Tyler Najami up to 80 pitches now.
Mike LaGuardia 0 for 2 on the day. You got to put the ball in play right here, Jay.
That one hit hard to left field. Going back, and it is going to be caught. No, it is not. It was dropped. Was it? No, it was caught. Unbelievable. That ball was hit a ton. It looked like, from our vantage point, like he had dropped it.
It did.
But he held it long enough to make the catch.
Great
and
catch
that
from
will
Ortiz
do it.
out there.
Flanagan goes down in the 5th inning with no runs.
And a break for the Lightning on that play, Jay.
Oh, that ball was hit a ton. I'm telling you guys, if the wind is not howling on its way in towards home plate, that ball is at the very least over his head and off the wall, and maybe over the wall. That could have tied the game right there, guys.
That was the hardest hit ball of the night.
It looked like it had a chance, but that wind just picked up and it just kind of died right at the end there, Jay. Right into the glove.
Well, Brandon Ortiz got a good jump on that, and let me tell you, he read that ball very, very well, because there are not many outfielders that would have taken that track to that ball.
And the Falcons are down to the last 6 out to try to get back into this game.
It has been a great pitching duel here tonight.
This is a great game.
Tyler Najami and Derek Cabrera going toe-to-toe right in the center of the ring, throwing haymakers at each other. .84 pitches for Cabrera so far.
Nico Boza's going to lead off the top of the 6th inning for the Lightning.
Icy Splits wants to know how many innings do they play in high school. It is a 7-inning game in high school.
Boza 0 for 2 on the night.
And the score is 2-0 in favor of Cypress Bay over Flanagan. Cypress Bay now coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Looking to add to that 2-run lead, and that one has popped up.
That's
another pop-up.
That's a moonshot, Jay.
And he makes the catch fairly easily. Again, the lights. Ducasi settled under that easily, guys. I'm telling you, these lights are the best we've ever seen.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Joaquin.
Maybe even better than the lights at Marklight Stadium, which we were at last night for the University of Miami.
Joaquin Monkey, the catcher.
2 for 2 on the night.
Productive evening for the catcher.
Hits that one into the ground. It's
Chopper
going to be a hard play. Oh, look at that. What a play.
More importantly, Jay, 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Come on, Dare, for more.
The Falcons couldn't have asked for a better start to this inning.
We know David Joseph's mom is watching, so once again, nice play, David Joseph at third base. He has been a star at third base tonight, so I'm sure his mom's very proud.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Come on, Dare, for more.
Has she gone through his text messages yet, Jay? That's the question.
Gonzalez also 2 for 2 on the night.
Pitch is low.
Pitch up to 86 pitches now.
Lightning bench making some noise here in the 6th.
That's a nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. When you're pitching to a left-handed batter as a right-handed pitcher, it is so hard to get that pitch for a strike. Pinpoint accuracy. That one hit hard, but right at the second baseman, up and over to first, and he got him. And that will do it. A quick inning.
Very quick.
For
4
Cabrera.
pitches. 4 pitches for Cabrera. Best inning we've seen from him tonight.
But unless Flanagan can put some offense on the board, guys, it's all going to go for naught. As the 2 RBI single so far holding up for Cypress Bay's, which hitter, Justin?
Number 9.
The number 9 hitter right now has the only 2 RBIs of this game.
Yes, very true.
And we always see the number 9 hitter coming into play. And if this is the first time you are watching our broadcast, folks, where have you been? Well, besides that, we have always said that the number 9 hitter will come up with some type of play, whether it's a play of the game or something we haven't seen before or something new in baseball. The number 9 hitter always brings us something special, guys.
And I can't say it enough, Jay. The great Joe Torre always said, somebody's got to bat 9th. Ends up being a playmaker, you know?
Well, in the case of Tony La Russa, it wasn't the pitcher. We know that. 82 pitches so far. So both of these pitchers right at about the same pace right now.
That was a very fast last inning, Jay. Their Bazooka Joe Gum still has flavor in it.
But the one thing, guys, that we haven't mentioned yet is what's going to happen if either of these pitchers come out of the game. Because both of these pitchers have locked down the opposing offenses. What is going to happen if either of these pitchers come out?
Starting you off for Flanagan.
We may not find that out.
Outfielder Ray Rivera.
Falcons are 6 outs away from the game being over, so we may not see any pitching changes. I think that'll depend on how fast this goes.
Big swing and miss.
Wow.
This pitcher looks like the best thing since sliced bread, Jay, but if they bring somebody else in, it might be toast. You know?
Well done, Chris. Well done.
The pun master.
You see what I did? I piled on you.
I see what
I didn't
you
even
did.
know. I didn't even know I piled on you there.
Well done, toast, Jay. That's the way it's got to be.
Ray Rivera.
I'm going to leave the
Ray
toast
Rivera
analogies
this
over
season.
there. Rivera, hard hit, but it's going to be foul.
Those were clever, Justin.
I
Non-playable. They work.
almost broke my arm patting myself on the back there.
Rivera did have a well-hit ball in the 3rd. Made his way to first base.
Well, Rivera's hitting .444 this season, so the number 3 hitter for Flanagan has had a good night tonight. He is 1 for 2 and hit the ball hard.
Ooh.
And foul
Tipped it.
almost foul tipped it into the glove. It goes as a foul ball.
Catching Miguel Usechi on deck.
Go, Ray!
Usechi 0 for 2 on the night.
That one popped up.
could
There
be
may
a
be a
play.
play here. The wind's going to bring that back in. There will be a play.
No.
No, there will not.
Top of the dugout.
My mother.
Close to the photographer up there.
She almost had it. She brought a mitt, she would have had it.
She was unprepared.
Count 0-2 on Rivera. Rivera reached on a fielder's choice with a base hit.
Go, Ray!
Time called at the plate.
This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
Not what the Lightning were looking for to start off the 6th.
And that one is going to be a base hit. It's going to get down. A good night.
He's going to stop it first up. The second hit of the night.
Having a good night is Rivera. He hits the ball very well, guys.
Shades of Vladimir Guerrero with the way he kind of just nudged it out there for a hit. Unorthodox swing, but it turned into a hit.
Ball comes off of his bat with nice velocity, though. Useche has hit the ball well, but unfortunately has not been rewarded yet. He was the unfortunate victim of the right fielder, Sarah Yeldon, throwing him out at first base back in the 2nd inning.
Caught the outside corner with that
The
one.
old 9-3 on the scorebook.
Very rare 9-3.
Oh, he hit
That
him.
one hit him. Oh, this is big trouble for Cypress now. The first 2 runners have reached. And guys, Schisler has also had great at-bats. If you remember, he had a 13-pitch at-bat back in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, walk.
And he walked. Yes.
And I guarantee you, the word bunt is going to come out of someone's mouth here, whether it's by Cypress Bay in the field or by Flanagan here with their meeting. But there are 2 meetings going on right now. There are no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And the Jimmy is laboring this inning.
Well, this is where it gets really interesting and really tight, guys, because baseball, as we know, is a game of momentum, and Flanagan is taking that momentum right now.
Well, as the text just said earlier, they like to come back at the end of the game. So it's not over yet, you know. Never count the Falcons out, especially at home.
I would be shocked if you don't see a bunt here.
Falcons, center fielder, number 3, Steven Schisler.
If Steve Hertz was here, Justin, what would he be saying right now?
Slash.
AKA Butcher Boy. So look out, folks. We may see a bunt or we may see something else. Infield not playing as far in as I'd expect. Popped up and out of play. He was not bunting.
Very interesting at bat, Jay. I don't know. I might have him bunting. They got the infield corners on the grass, running against the bunt.
Come on, you got it.
Well, the third base coach,
see here.
Noel Figueroa, seems to be on board with him hitting and not bunting.
You don't want to take the bat out of his hands, you know? He can put the ball in play right now.
And he did pop that one up out of play again.
That takes the bunt away.
Or does it?
You got a tremendous start to this inning. I'd let him swing away.
Well, if the infielders go back, maybe he will drop it down.
And the third baseman's back. He's off the grass.
But Schisler has no intent of bunting, and I don't see any signs coming from third.
1-2.
Outside and high.
Good purpose pitch, you know?
You got this, Shiz.
Still great velocity
Very good
from
velocity.
Tyler Najemi.
Very late in the game. Lightning clinging to a 2-0 lead.
Good eye.
Outside. There are no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Flanagan trailing 2-0.
And you don't want to walk Schisler right here. And you don't want to give him anything to hit either. So a tough
Spot to me in there.
tough quandary for the pitcher. And
And that one hit. That's going to be a base hit. coming around third and on his way to score. Here's the play at the plate. He's going to be safe at home. He was safe at home. Schisler with an RBI hit. It was a screamer down the right side, and it got by Juan Correa at first base. Also, even more importantly, it puts Useche at third base with no outs. Flanagan on the move.
We've reached 100 on the viewership, Jay. Congratulations, my friend.
Schisler comes up huge for Flanagan and slices a ball down the right field line. Perfectly placed hit. It's now Ducassi, 0 for 2 on the day.
Lightning in trouble here in the 6th.
All he needs is to put it in play here, guys. Cypress Bay playing their infields back, hoping for the double play, but even a double play doesn't get him out of the inning.
Now give up the run to get the 2 out.
Do you play the infield in here?
Got to play him back, Jay.
Come on, Alex.
Oh boy, what a tense situation. Runner goes, here's the throw to second base, he's gonna be safe at second.
That takes you double
The
play.
go-ahead run is now at second base in the form of Schisler.
Schisler carrying the team on his back at the moment, Jay.
Just what the Falcons ordered, Jay. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, take that back. Carrying him on his back with his bat.
Falcons flying high here in the 6th inning. Runners at second and third. No outs. First base now open, and maybe they won't pitch to Ducassi. That looked like the old UIBB, guys.
Unintentional, intentional base on balls. Gotcha. The old walk.
2-1. We'll see if they pitch to him, but with first base open, I don't know if you can. Nope. They did pitch to him, and what a pitch it was on the black of the outside part of the plate.
What a pitch.
Unhittable. It's rare that you see a pitch called a strike that's unhittable.
Maybe you get him to swing at this and you're going to put it in
And
the
you
same
can,
spot.
You can see Ducassi stepping in a little bit more on the plate. And he's hit that one far enough. There's going to be a play at the plate. Here's the tag. Here's the play at home. It's going to be out at home.
Save at third.
What a throw.
Wow.
Cesar Franco fired an absolute laser from center field on the fly and throws out Useche
What a throw.
at home.
One of the best throws we've seen from the outfield.
Schisler goes to third on the throw home, but it is inconsequential.
And that throw was so far off center, and he still made the play by a half a second.
Let me take that back. It is extremely of consequence.
Yes, 2 outs now.
There are 2 outs.
Here's David Joseph. Walked in the second.
Swing and a miss.
It is of consequence because any form of a hit now will score that run at third.
A hit or an error of some type.
In the dirt.
Count 1-1 to Joseph.
This game has gotten very tense and very exciting.
Come on, DJ. Bring him home, kid.
Some guy says he's seen this so many times from Flanagan. High fastball. Some guy also asking why you would send the same runner who was thrown out from right field home on that fly ball. It's a very valid question, especially playing the result. And that one's sliced but foul down the right side. It's easy to play the result, some guy.
Very, very interesting point by some guy. Some guy.
Not the guy, but some guy.
Some guy. 2-2 the count on Joseph.
Joseph does have a home run in the season.
Big swing and a miss. He struck him out. He struck him out. Huge strikeout from the Jamie.
And in the 6th.
But they did cut the lead in half.
And they did take momentum, Justin. Flanagan was able to get some momentum, but that strikeout by Najeme may have even the momentum out a little bit here. I don't know who has the momentum now. A run scores for Flanagan. And now Cypress Bay leads 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th inning here at Flanagan High School.
And Jay, that's the best the Falcons have looked offensively tonight.
You are watching HSPN Live.
Seventh inning.
Last ups for the Lightning here.
The Lightning number 10, Brandon Ortiz, a left fielder.
Fielder number 10, Brandon Ortiz.
Had a spectacular catch in the previous inning.
Ortiz reached on a fielder's choice and struck out.
First pitch in for a strike.
Last licks for the Lightning to add to this lead.
Lead now only at 1, 2-1. Lightning over the Falcons. 0-2 the count instantly.
Quickly 0-2.
On Ortiz.
Joey Figueroa on deck.
That one misses in the dirt, low.
Lightning send up Ortiz, Figueroa, and Pacheco. Pacheco top of the order.
That's going to get down for a hit.
That's a base hit up the middle. Cypress Bay says, don't count us out yet.
We're not done.
We're not done.
Good start for the Lightning.
So Brandon Ortiz starts out with a base hit up the middle. And now that'll force a meeting for Flanagan as
Well,
Noel
here's the
Figueroa.
offense for the Lightning, Jay. This is the offense coming back up in
And
Figueroa
That's what Coach D.
with his 2 RBI.
That's what Coach Figueroa is talking about with the infield right now.
Well, Figueroa, the number 9 hitter,
Yes.
is 1 for 2 on the night with 2 RBIs, which are the only 2 runs
Designated
for
hitter,
Cypress
number 21,
Bay.
Joey Figueroa.
So we can't see the bullpens from here, Jay. I'm not sure if there's any action in the Falcons bullpen.
I don't see
Well,
anything.
I am seeing movement. I am seeing movement. My seat is a little better than yours, Chris, and I am seeing movement. They tried to bunt and it was over his head. Unbelievable.
Oh, Figueroa.
How do
love
you
to have that pitch
not
back.
pull the bat back on that?
Oh man.
So Cypress Bay trying to play small ball here, even though Figueroa has the only RBIs of this game. That
Right.
shows you what kind of team they are. And he does get the bunt down. Here's the play at second base. He's going to be out at second. What a play by none other than Mrs. Joseph. I hope you're listening. David Joseph.
So the out goes 5-6. Nicely done by the infield.
Jesus Pacheco.
So they get the lead runner. But as you were saying, Jay, they want to play small ball. They want to get that run back. You want to have a 2-run lead going into the bottom of the 7th.
That was a huge play.
Wow.
Popped up. This should be an easy play here. Going back, and he makes the catch. So Mike LaGuardia settled under that one.
Zach Sarielden, the right fielder.
There you go, 2 outs, 1 on.
That's 2 quick outs here.
Changes the whole scope of the inning for the Lightning.
Cypress Bay with a runner on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Snap throw to first base, and a good one, but he got back in time.
You're keeping an eye on him, Jay.
Runner goes on a high fastball. This is a good one to
Did not
throw
get a
him
good
out.
jump, Jay. Did not get a good
Almost
jump.
like a pitch out there, and he got him
Yeah,
easily.
did not get a good jump on that.
That will do it. Cypress Bay goes down 1-2-3 very unconventionally.
It's a shame to waste the last out trying to steal second.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Chris? I think they felt like they had to go for it with 2 outs and get that runner into scoring position.
If you're going to go for it, though, you have to make it. You can't.
Hey, that high fastball is a hard one to steal on. And that's the second time we've seen a high fastball result in a runner getting thrown out at second base.
Well, this is it. Flanagan down to their final 3 outs.
Last licks for the Falcons.
Down by 1 run.
Mommy Joseph says that's right, so we know she's watching. And we are so glad that Mommy Joseph and all the rest of you are joining us tonight. Guys, we are up to 112 viewers right now. And they are all in for a great treat here as we go to the bottom of the 7th and potential final inning here at Flanagan High School. We are in a 1-run game, and it looks like a new pitcher for Cypress Bay.
Yes, it is.
Emilio.
Thirteen, Jay. 13.
Now pitching for the Lightning, Carlos Gonzalez.
All right, here we go.
Fargo.
Carlos Gonzalez takes the mound.
The closer, perhaps.
Not to be confused with Carlos Gonzalez, the second baseman.
Or is it?
Or is it? They must have changed his jersey. One's wearing number 3, one's wearing number 13. Oh, never mind. Same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, it is.
Nico Bozo,
That's why I
think.
said, or is it? It is the same guy.
morphed
So the
himself.
second baseman moves over to the mound, and we'll have to see who moves over to second base.
Leading off for the Falcons, number 12, Max Baldacchini, the first baseman, who's reached on 2 errors by the shortstop.
Some guy also on the text line says, if this holds up, that Cypress Bay is for real because they already beat St. Thomas. So St. Thomas and then Flanagan would be a very nice start for Cypress Bay.
The Lightning is showing off their pitching skills and the stellar defense as well.
Getting it started for the Falcons, first baseman, number 12, Max Baldacchini.
105 total pitches for Najami.
All right, it'll be Baldacchini against Gonzalez.
Two Ks and 2 walks for Najami. Not high numbers on either side, but he got the job done tonight. Let me tell you, folks, if this score holds up, Tyler Najami may be our player of the game, and we'll have to wait until after the game to find out. And folks, I will tell you, as that is foul back, folks, I want everybody to know that after the game, we will stay here live and we will give an interview for player of the game. It will be our first HSBN Game of the Week interview, and we will have it right at home plate after tonight's game.
Go, Baldy.
Oh. That one gets away. Popped up, coming right at us. Watch my car. As you guys know, I already have 2 huge dents in my car from exactly foul balls such as those.
Jay, I'm parked so far away, Giancarlo Stanton couldn't hit my car.
You're parked at the 800
I parked in Palm
mark,
Beach County.
huh?
All I need is that one that has the baseball in the window that looks like.
Oh!
Got him! He struck him out on the curveball. A huge curveball, and Baldacchini goes down on strikes looking. 2 outs left.
We have
a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter here.
And quite a large pinch hitter,
24
boys.
is in.
Monster.
Up to bat for the Falcons, number 24, Manuel Bello.
Manuel Bello coming to hit as a pinch hitter. Manuel Bello
Big lefty.
has no stats this season
Way outside.
because he has no stats. He wouldn't be on the sheet if he didn't have stats. So Manuel Bello, his first at-bat of the season, his first plate appearance.
Let's see what this beast
He's
can
a
do.
large human being, guys.
Caught the outside corner there.
Are you guys sure they didn't pluck him from Broward College down the street or one of the other local colleges?
Gonzalez not afraid to pitch to him. He fired one right in there.
Wow, maybe he is.
That's the second one that's gotten away from him. I watched him taking his warm-up tosses, and I was a bit concerned.
With no one on base, no harm, no foul yet.
Well, still.
Good thing he wasn't right-handed. That would have hit him in the head.
2-1 the count now. Big swing and a miss. 2-2.
Blew it by him.
Bello.
Mrs. Joseph wants to know if David Joseph has a chance for player of the game, and it's good that she's asking. Unfortunately, we do not control that. So we are sorry, Mrs. Joseph, or Mommy Joseph, as we've been referring to you as.
Let's go. Bello, win this.
Full count on the monster.
Yeah, I would say no would be the answer to that, but not because he didn't play a great game. Just because I think it's going to go to one of the pitchers or one of the RBI guys.
He walked him! The tying run is at first base.
Tyler Epstein coming back up.
Manuel Bello.
I'm not surprised. A pinch runner for Bello, number 14.
How about in the shortstop, number 8, Tyler Epstein.
Top of the order, number 8, Tyler Epstein. 1 on, 1 out. Falcons got to stay out of the double play here.
Come on, Tyler, you got this, kid. Let's go, team.
We'll see if they're a threat to steal with 1 out.
Epstein 1 for 3. Also has a stolen base on the night.
Undercover pitch out there by Gonzalez. Count 1-0.
Let's go, Tyler.
In a meeting with the umpire in the infield here. Must have just told them hello or something. Very brief.
What a tense moment here at Flanagan High School. 1 out in the 9th inning, 1 on, down by 1 run to Cypress Bay. Low. You know, Justin and Chris, we talked about what would happen if a new pitcher comes in the game. And in this case, the new pitcher has a lot of pressure on him.
Does 2-0 the count.
You know, he's in danger with that runner on of possibly letting Flanagan tie the game, and if anything else happens, possibly a walk-off situation.
Well, you know, that was a great at-bat with Bellows, and he worked out a walk. Now I got a pinch runner now for Bellows, but, you know, he let that at-bat kind of get away.
Inside!
Just missed.
Count 3-1.
The catcher for Cypress Bay, Monke, popped twice after Vinny Hartstedt called that a ball. It is now 3-1, and I would not be surprised if he takes a strike here, guys. Although Tyler Epstein has hit the ball well tonight. If he gives him anything to hit, and he doesn't! He doesn't! He has walked the go-ahead run! The tying run is at second base. The go-ahead run is at first. Unbelievable.
Jay, they're going to the bullpen. That's it for Gonzalez. Gonzalez responsible for the 2 walks on base.
Oh, you walk 2 batters in the 7th inning when you're up a run.
Number 6 coming in.
And I got to tell you, Najame's got to be coming out of his skin in the dugout after pitching a gem for 6 innings.
So number 6 stepping in the pitch now. Oh, 16.
Now pitching for the Lightning, number 6, Logan Nielsen.
So we will get the new pitching change for you right now. It is Logan Nelson for Cypress Bay. How would you like to come in to this situation, guys? Your team has fought all game with a 2-run lead, now a 1-run lead.
2 on, 1 out.
There is 1 out and 2 on, and now it's up to you, number 6, to hold this down. And let me tell you, even if he gets a routine ground ball, it doesn't mean the play will get made here, because in tense situations, we've seen many teams make errors in these situations.
Many times.
Sometimes just putting the ball in play is enough.
The big thing for the infield is they have to know in their minds, what do they do if the ball comes to them?
Exactly. No, Chris, that's a great point, because if the ball is hit in the hole between short and third, the play is to third.
Right.
And if the ball is hit up the middle, the shortstop obviously will try to turn too.
Well, it'd be great if they could turn a double play,
but you have to get an out.
You have to get an out in order to get the second.
And even if it's the out at first base, even if you don't get the lead out or the out at second base, even if it's just the out at first, you have to get an out here. You have to get an out.
Falcons, number 16, Mike LaGuardia.
Mike LaGuardia, the hitter for the Falcons. 0 for 3 on the night. Couldn't think of a better time for his first hit of the game.
Alexa Gonzalez having some bladder issues on the text line.
That one's in the dirt.
That one in the dirt. Here's the play at third. He's gonna be safe at third. The tying run is at third. The go-ahead run, the winning run, is at second base. A base hit could win it. A fly ball will tie it. Flanagan in the catbird seat, flying high.
And the wind is picked up here, Jay.
Unbelievable.
I think I just saw Annie M's house spin by from the Wizard of Oz.
The worst possible time for a wild pitch.
First pitch from the new pitcher.
And it didn't even get that far away from the catcher, but just enough.
Just enough. That's all it
and
took.
they're going to walk him. They're going to walk LaGuardia.
And how do you do that when you've got Ray Rivera hitting .444 on the season, who already has been on base all 3 times he's been up?
It's a tough gamble by the Lightning, Jay.
You've got Ray Rivera with 2 hits already and has scored the only one for Flanagan. This is the man that Flanagan wants at the plate. Low for a ball.
It's a gamble by Coach
Any fly ball ties the game. Popped up, out of play. Flanagan.
Oh, it hit something. It hit a gray Lexus. Jay, how close did you park to the field?
I don't want to know right now. But I definitely heard car.
Yeah.
I heard side panel.
Popped up. Oh, my car again. You've got to be kidding me. All right, no sound. No sound. We're okay.
Well, quickly 1 and 2.
There is no player on the field Flanagan would rather have at the plate right now than Ray Rivera.
No, this is your guy, Jay. Absolutely.
You've got a lefty on righty. You've got bases loaded. You've got 1 out in the 9th inning.
7th.
Excuse me. What would be the 9th?
What
would be the 9th at any other game? The 7th inning here in high school baseball, and an unbelievable situation here at Flanagan High School. And here's the pitch. It's hit hard, but foul.
Into the lights. Okay, we are up to 140 on the viewership.
142 viewers right now. Remember, folks, there will be a player of the game named after this game, and we will do a live interview, so don't go anywhere. In the dirt.
Great stop by the catcher.
Everybody stay by your TV sets and by your computers and your cell phones, because we will interview the player of the game live right after this game. HSBN President Anthony Utariello will interview the player of the game.
Catcher Joaquin Monkey working really hard back there, Jay.
In the dirt. He can't walk him, Chris. He cannot walk him.
You got to pitch to him, Jay. This is the pitch
It gets
everyone's
much
been waiting
worse.
for.
If you walk him, it gets much worse for Cypress Bay. It is a full count. It is a full count. He popped him up. He popped him up. Here he comes. It's going to be a hard play. And he makes the catch. Unbelievable. He had to reach back. The shortstop came over Pacheco.
What a play by the shortstop.
Pacheco ran all the way over to the third base bag and reached back up over his head to make the catch.
And Jay, it got really high up there, so the wind was carrying it off the field.
That is the second out of the inning.
It almost landed foul. I'm wondering if that he didn't catch that. Where does that land?
Now batting for the Falcons, your catcher, number 13, Miguel Useche.
Well, for those of you saying it was a can of corn, that was no can of corn, guys.
Not in this wind.
You got to be here live to appreciate it. Fastball in for a strike. A pretty pitch.
What a great start to the at-bat, Jay. Pitcher Logan Nelson seems to settle down just a bit here.
24 pitches so far.
The intensity is through the roof.
Hits a right field! Going back! Going back! It's going to be a home run! Flanagan will win the game! Flanagan will win the game! Useche! It was Useche! It was Useche! Miguel Useche! Hit the ball! Over the right fielder's head! It was over Sarah Yeldon's head, and Flanagan comes all the way back to win the game.
And the Lightning get thundered by the Falcons in the bottom of the seventh. An unbelievable game. What a way to end this game.
What a game for the home team. What a game. What an atmosphere. What an atmosphere. What an environment. It will be Useche for player of the game. Useche, who had the game-winning hit, is our HSBN Live player of the game. What a seventh inning, Jay. It came down to the final pitch. It was a walk-off. It was a walk-off for Flanagan. A very, very exciting game. And Flanagan did what they always do, and they come back late. It was a typical Flanagan finish. And Jay, we talked about it the entire bottom of the seventh inning. They just got to get the ball in play. And Jay, the pitching for the Lightning just seemed to dissipate in the bottom of the seventh. They gave up 3 walks in the inning, one being intentional. And one base hit ended the game. We asked the question in the 4th inning, what will happen if any of these pitchers come out of the game? We knew it. We got our answer. And a tough break for the Lightning. They put it all out on the field there, Jay. Well, let me tell you, until that moment, it would have been Tyler Najene, would have been player of the game, but Useche snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, and Flanagan comes all the way back in the bottom of the 7th inning and walks off against Cypress Bay.
Now, the Lightning looked like they were coming in loaded when they gave up the 2 run. They scored the 2 runs in the second inning, but after that they got nothing offensively. It was Miguel Useche who was thrown out by the same right fielder that he hit the ball over his head. It was poetic. Some sweet revenge there by the Falcons, Jay. Miguel Useche of the game is our player of the game.
Is that going to be all right, Hi? I got enough. All right. Is that it? I'm gonna mic one of you up. Stay close to each other. All right.
Oh, lower the music. Lower the music. Oh, those guys are like pissed off.
He tells me, he's like, fastball's flat. I believe in you. You got this.
What did he get that last pitch? You got to change it? He dropped it up.
That was like a fastball from back here.
Then what the heck are you doing so far around in front? You should have kicked that. What are you scared?
That's his.
All right, guys, I'm here with Miguel Useche, obviously huge at-bat to end the game. Talk about that at-bat. Take me through it a little bit.
I mean, got a fastball first pitch, borderline. Then he came back with another fastball. It looked good. Swung at it, put a good piece on it. I knew I had my teammates behind me the whole time, and it just worked out for us.
As you guys were getting into the 5th and 6th and 7th innings, you started to see that you were starting to wear down Tyler a little bit. How was the confidence changing? Once you got that first run, did you kind of feel like you were going to get over the hump at some point there?
Definitely, especially with our team. I mean, we're a resilient team. I mean, I never feel like we're down with this team. We could be down 10 runs, we could be down 2 runs. It's really the same for us.
We're only 2 weeks into the season, and you guys have done this a couple times already now. So is this going to be, is this something to be expected from you guys, that you guys are just going to be the cardiac kids game after game here?
I mean, it's definitely exciting. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we could just beat teams pretty easy, but if it comes down to that, it's still a W.
Big district game today, obviously. You guys were down all game. You couldn't solve Tyler, but you guys hung in there. Talk a little bit about the performance of your guys tonight.
Well, hats off to Cypress. They were a great bunch. They really played fundamentally sound throughout the whole game. We had plenty of situations. We had them on the ropes a few times. We didn't come through. We gave them a few on the 2 runs that we gave them. I thought that they should have never gotten, but they deserved it because they outplayed us during that time, and they were outworking us throughout the whole game. But then when we got into the 5th inning, that we started getting runners on, and some certain things started to happen. I knew that somebody was going to come up big, and it was Mig's turn tonight. I mean, it's been a different guy every night. We've had this is 3 out of the 4 that we've come from behind in the last inning. And I mean, we don't expect to do this all the time, but let me tell you, it feels good, but we're going to have a heart attack at some point if we keep doing this. But a great job, Mig. Mig had a great at-bat. He had a hit earlier in the game that kind of put us back in Little League. He doesn't run it out because he said he didn't see it. He thought it was a foul ball. And it kind of hurt there because that was a big inning for us. But that's okay. He came back. And I always tell him, be resilient. Good things happen to good people. And at the end of the day, he got that opportunity to do it, and he was able to do that again. And I mean, I couldn't be happier for him or his teammates. I mean, our teams, they grind. They grind, and it was unfortunate that Napoli left too early, and he wasn't able to see this. But, there'll be other games.
You guys have won 8 of the last 9 district titles, and the game's always with West Broward, and these guys seem to be like this, but you guys seem to always come out on top. Being that it's your first year, how excited are you that the program is still doing the same things that it's done in past years, and you're able to throw your own little flair into it? and kind of continue the tradition.
Well, the thing with that is that, we haven't changed much. Everything's the same. Our kids, we have a winning tradition here that we like to keep going. And when they step foot on this field, they know that it's going to be a battle, and they know that they got to put their best foot forward or we don't come out victorious. So those guys that have bought into this obviously are still here, So we just continue the tradition, continue to work, and we like to say we like to outwork our opponents, especially when we practice and stuff like that, and that's what makes us a little bit better. But all these guys, anybody can beat you any given night, especially in this district. All the teams are strong, and we were just lucky tonight, and we're fortunate that we came out on top.
Miguel, last question for you. You guys, you're going to see them at least one more time, probably two more times, maybe three more times. How much does a game like this give you the confidence that no matter what happens in a game, I mean, you faced their best today and you guys were able to still come out on top. So what's the confidence level like moving forward?
Definitely a good confidence booster going forward to the next game we play them, and even in district playoffs. But we know they're a good team, and they could beat us on any given day if we don't come to play.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations. I have one more thing for you, Miguel. Our Game of the Week Player of the Game.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, Derek did a hell of a job too tonight. He was good.
Just leave it. Take it.
Well, folks, that will wrap up our broadcast here tonight. It was a spectacular finish to a well-played game here at Flanagan High School, and it was our absolute pleasure to bring it to you here tonight. For myself, Jay Hayback, and my broadcast partners, Christopher Famino and Justin Bresner, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we'd also like to thank everybody for texting in tonight. We will see you next time on HSBN Live.